Press today, it's about 75 mil on the Truest center. I've got it mounted to a small faceplate, 3-inch faceplate. We're going to turn this into a bowl like we did the walnut one. I put you all in a different position. Hopefully this is a better angle. Let me know what you think between this one and the walnut bowl I posted before this. Which video angle do you like? I just have the one camera, so that's what we've got to work with. Yeah, let's see if we can get this turned into a bowl today. It should end up about the same size as the walnut one. I don't have it out here to try and make exact. The blank isn't the same size. This blank is a smaller, so it will be a smaller bowl than the walnut one. But hopefully I can get it nearly the same. That's my goal today. Hey, that's good. No wobble up into 500, even though it's not round. We're gonna turn it back down, probably about, yeah, we're get it around 300. See if we can't get this round. Spear. Making a mark, give myself an idea where I need the tenon to be cut at. I know it's not ideal position for that, but that's all we're gonna do for that tool. Now back to 300. Got a big old Robert Sorby 32 mil. This is still the hardest and scariest part for me, is getting it from square to round. It's so easy to get a catch. It's so hard to see what you're cutting. That first initial bite in, man. Gotta remember to breathe. I'm holding my breath and pressing my tongue to the roof of my mouth. Ugh. We got a piece of tear out there at the end. Let's look at that. It's not gonna mess anything up for us. Let's keep going. I'm gonna turn it up about 350 now. You get close, you start trying to take it from a cone shape because it's easier to cut that way with the tool. So this end is close, this end is still way out, but I'm drawing it through. I'm getting it down from a cone shape to cylinder. We're getting there. Hey, that side actually looks like it's cutting. These coming around into the grain are rough. Okay, but it wasn't too bad. It's all gonna get cut off. Okay, I'm gonna speed it up a little more. I'm gonna go back to drawing the cone down. And this is dry, not wet, so that's why it's chipping out so bad and seems so hard. $6.50. Nearly round. This face is chipped out. I'm gonna have to go deeper on it, but that's fine. It's gonna get deeper anyways. Still got like an inch of flat. Still have a little more than an inch of flat. So we're gonna keep going. We gotta get it round, but we can see I marked in always. I'm almost there. But yeah, this side is narrower. See where we end up at. Using our half round scraper. I really do love these big scrapers. They're just like a magic eraser for wood. I rarely get a catch. I say that, now I'm gonna get one, watch. But like with the way that this actually just goes over 90 just a little, like you can just put it into the tool, tip the edge in, and then just lean. End up cutting almost everything right there at the apex, and then that's a relief. And the rest is trailing in weight. Works so good. And round, almost round, and I still got some chip out. Oh, that's gonna hurt later. There's a lot of chip out. Just barely not round. Chip out, chip out, chip out. And this is gonna get shrunk down a good bit because of those chip outs. Yikes. These two I will cut away, but that one really hurts me. And this one hurts a ton. That may stay as a defect in the bowl. It's so big. Oh, okay. We're gonna go until we're gonna get this gone at least here. Okay. $7.50. Got a little bit of a flare, kind of matches that dip, not quite. You probably can't see it very well, but we've got a steep side and then a quick drop off. I'm going to try to keep match it just like I did on the walnut. I've got this tear out here we're going to have to deal with when we sand, I reckon. I don't know, I could take it down and get rid of it by facing this, but that'll make the bolt pretty small. We're gonna see what we do when we just sand it out. Square in, Chuck. Right at the last when I clinch, it's cocking the bowl to one side. And I get tightness. It's a little out of round. We're gonna take some off the outside. I don't like doing it this way, but I don't have a choice. It just has to be our new rim. So we gotta bring it into true at this shape. Y'all probably saw my tools sink. I was not pushing down. I didn't have the crossbar locked. You can see it's out around again. Yep, moved. This is a problem. So, I know you guys can't see it, but I can see a tiny gap between my rear shoulder and the chuck jaws, and I'm just trying to make sure that that's as square as my eye can get it and keep the jaw tight. I clearly did not cut the shoulder on the back side of this right, but having cut that off already, I can't really reface plate it, so we're gonna have to try and keep this where she's at. I'm gonna have to go slow, take light cuts, try not to get hair out, and see if we can keep this true. Pretty well back to where it should be. Okay, I like that. I'm gonna mark somewhere. have a pencil. I'm going to turn it up to about 700. I'm going to sharpen this gouge. It just feels like I've got a dull part of the cheek where I really need to cut. Right there, just right of center. Just does not want to take a cut. So we're going to give it another sharpen. Alright, we're back. Resharpen gouge. See how this cuts now. Much better. Guys, I'm sorry, I forgot to put my microphone back on. Sorry guys, I forgot to put my microphone back on. Didn't have it on that after lunch. I got it now though. Hopefully the audio is better. Sorry about that. I know that was probably a bad 20 minutes. Can't cut much deeper. I turn it up to 1,000 there for a second and see how we look. I think we're done. I don't think I can go any deeper. Well, maybe I can. Yeah, we can go deeper. We're just gonna work on the bottom. I'm happy with the wall. Turned it down to about 100. I'm just giving it a little bit of a burnish with shavings. Nothing crazy. Okay. Okay, it's time to sand and finish. You guys are gonna watch the sanding today. I'm gonna leave it in. We're gonna run it through the grits. Then we'll hit it with some Zero steel wool, and we'll finish it with some of this good stuff here. Got just butcher block. This one's beeswax and orange oil. It's natural, it's food safe. That way, anybody ever uses the bowl to eat, it's fine. There's that one big tear out that we had that didn't come up, but we're pretty close. Sanding, I think, is going to get rid of that. This is really smooth. I probably don't even need to do 80 grit, but we'll hit it with it anyways, just to give us some. 220. Honestly, I'm not gonna do the 80. I'm gonna start at 180. This feels rougher than the wood, other than when I touch end grain. But like, yeah, in fact, I'll start at 220. That's how smooth this is. Other than the little bit of end grain, we'll start at 220. That'll go pretty fast. It's pretty smooth. It cut really good at the end. These heavy scrapers, and y'all saw me use several other ones. They are really nice, man. Make sure you've got a big, heavy scraper. I have got a Harvey G700 for dust collection. I wasn't running it to keep some of the noise down, but I'm going to turn it on for this because we're going to have small particles. You can probably tell from the camera I sat down. I'm a big guy. You got back problems when I sit when I sand. So we're gonna sand this both directions through 220, 320, 400, and then some double-aught steel wool, and I may burnish it with some shavings in there too again. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Here we go. I dropped the microphone. Oh, sorry microphone. Sorry everybody. I flipped my hand down to wipe my dirt off my shirt. I just smacked the microphone off. There we go. All right. So we got up to get our paper towels. And we got it a little just damp, just water. Okay, so we turned it on, we got it wet, wiped it down, raised the grain, went back over it with the 400, went back over it with steel wool, wiped it down again, just water. Like I said, I wish I had isopropyl alcohol, I just don't have any. Okay, we're gonna put the finish on now. Then we gotta cut the foot off. I just put a little bit of the finish on my rag, and then I just barely start working it in. I'm not even touching the part with the rag yet. Like, let it soak in, and then I slowly feed the wax in. That way I don't fling it everywhere. These common blue, like mechanic shop towels, they're pretty good at lint free as long as you don't catch your open ends on stuff that can snag. As long as you're on a folded end, they really are pretty much lint free. Flip the lathe into reverse. Kind of polishing it with the cloth. There's still plenty of wax in there. Still plenty of wax on the bowl. Just want to make sure we get good coverage. We want to go both ways with all the finishing steps. Okay, that's our cherry bowl. So mistakes in this is we still got a little bit of a check right here that didn't come out. That's okay. The bottom is not 100% flat. I still have a little bit of a dome. And then right here at the transition from side to bottom, there's a little bit heavier tool mark than I would like. You know, and I can tell where that ends and then where it's flat to here and then starts to dome back up to there. You can probably see the reflections for that, and that's telling you where I don't have a smooth, perfect transition. But this is a good bowl. I'm happy with it. It's got a good shape. We're gonna get it cut off of here. Spot back here that doesn't look like it took finish. The end grain spots wanted to be tricky, which they always are. You always have side grain, then end grain, then side grain. Grain running different directions. All right, that's a wrap.